My Besties YouTube Design Team Members, and I'm going to show you how I created this card using Brew for You by Sherri Baldy. It's fun to create. It's not a scary card. It's fun and it's whimsical. If you notice, she has a little broom next to her. So I also want to share how I created this little witch's broom. I'm using a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card base, and I colored my image using Copic alcohol ink markers. I love the green and violet together. I heavily distressed the edges of my focal image, and I used Express It to color the image on. My designer paper is Stardust by DCWV. I love this bright metallic gold that you can see in the designer paper. My layer is Gumdrop. It's a beautiful green by Basil. You can see I added some circles, some interest coming up from her little pot of brew. And now this is the little broom that I created to coordinate with the image, the broom she's holding in her hand. I'm using vellum to demonstrate this technique, and I just cut a 3-inch piece, but a 2 1/2 would work just as well. I actually have to confess, I like the craft cardstock better. It gives the broom a little bit more firmness. I know some people use packing paper, but I really liked the craft cardstock. Now we just lengthwise just begin cutting strips all the way down, and then you can take some vintage photo distress ink or any color of kind of a brownish ink, and just distress roughly the edges. You don't have to be careful. You're just adding some color, making that old broom look used. Doesn't really take a lot, but you can ruffle those little broom edges up if you want. And I'm going to put a little bit on top as well. You'll see a lot of different patterns for this out on the internet. This is just one that I like to use. I think it just is adorable on any kind of table setting around the Halloween time, or if a kids are having a party, it works just fantastic. Kids absolutely love them. Okay, now you'll take a Tootsie Pop and just tighten the edge of your wrapper down nice and snug. Give it a good twist. And then I'm going to take a marker. You can use a Copic, you can use Distress ink, use anything you want. I'm using a Marvy on this example, just because my Copics were put away at this time. And I'm just giving, again, a rough coloring. It doesn't have to be super smooth. Broomsticks are always uneven in coloring. Lots of use on Halloween. So then you will adhere some adhesive along the uncut side of your broom. And then just wrap this around nice and snug. Make sure it's really tight. If you'd want to add a touch of glue at this point, you could, to an edge to make sure that it sticks down nice and firm. But I did not do it for this one. But I'm going to be making about 150 for the kids in our county social service department. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on those because I want to have it nice and firm so it doesn't come apart when they're all in a basket. And then you just take some twine or anything you want and wrap it around nice and snug. You can put a bow on it if you want it more decorative, but I wanted a more of a rustic broom, so I'm just tying knots and cutting it off. Besides, when you're doing about 150, you're not going to want to tie delicate bows on each and every one. So just a nice tight knot, cut it off, fluff up all the bottom of the broom, and it will stand up just really cute. And again, just so you know, this is fun with vellum, but it works with lightweight cardstock as well. And some people do it with packing paper. And so there you have your card and your broomstick. Thank you for watching.